Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Isabel and this is my library. In today's video, we will be working on our December update for my 2025 reading journal. And just like that, guys, it's the last month update for my 2025 reading journal. I'm gonna miss her so much. As you guys know, I have already begun working on my 2026 reading journal. I have been doing a series of videos where I move out of my 2025 reading journal and I've been moving into that one. And I was fine, you know, up until now when I have to sit here and update my 2025 December segment of my reading journal. And I know this is the last month I'm updating it, and it makes me a little sad, even though I'm happy with how my 2026 reading journal is coming out, because I'm still working on it. But this will be the last time I update this, and it makes me a little nostalgic, to be honest. I'm attached to it, you know. She and I have been together for this entire year. But yeah, let's get to this, guys. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. Let's get to updating my reading journal for 2025 one last time. It is the first week of January and I have finally filmed all the content I needed. I have done my stats and I'm ready. I'm ready to just update my beautiful 2025 reading journal one last time. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off by updating the list of books that I read, and I read a total of 5 books this month. If you have watched already my wrap-up video that's currently up on my channel, you will know a lot of these books and you will know what I rated them. And if you haven't watched that, then you'll find out here. But I'm going to go ahead and update it with the 5 books that I read, and then I'll bring you back. Alright guys, so this month I did read 5 books. I read The Christmas Appeal, gave it 4 stars. Death Comes at Christmas, gave that 5 stars. I'll Be Alone for Christmas, 3 stars. Blood on Her Tongue, 4 stars. And Lord of the Flies, the graphic novel, 5 stars. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and update my Goodreads challenge with the categories. So let's go ahead and do that together quickly. So I'm going to do this right with you because it is pretty quick. Since it's only 5 books, I did read I'll Be Alone for Christmas, which is a thriller. So we'll go ahead and color that one in. And then Death Comes at Christmas is like a mystery / horror / thriller collection of short stories. So I think I'm gonna mostly put that under a mystery category because the majority of the stories, I think, were mystery. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it under that. Ooh, everything went flying. So here is mystery. And then we have The Christmas Appeal by Janice Hallett, another mystery. Then we have Blood on Her Tongue, which is a horror book. And then lastly, I went ahead and read Lord of the Flies, the graphic novel, which I will mark as a graphic novel. And there we have it. That completes the 100 books I read this year. And I will be doing an end of the year flip through of my entire notebook in another video. That will be like its own thing where I reflect on all my challenges and look at everything. So for now, you know, we get to see it. I'll figure out what my most read genre and all of that is in my next video. All right, so let's see if any of those books were on this list. I do not think so. And none were on my 24 to read in 24. None were on the leftover 23 to read in 23. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and add those titles to my ABC challenge. And I'll speed you through this part and then bring you back once I'm done. All right, guys, so I went ahead and updated my alphabet challenge. Now we're going to go ahead and color in my Shelfie for each of these books. I will be using my Tombow markers, which you guys know I love. Again, if you are interested in getting more information about my Tombow dual brush pens, I have a whole review up on my channel. I will link it down below. All right, so let me go ahead and add these titles and then I'll bring you back. right, guys, I went ahead and updated this. I really thought I was going to run out of space this year, but December was a slow reading month in the sense that I didn't get to finish like 2 or 3 big books that I was working on. So that kind of, saved me some space here, but I did add more books to my book Shelfie for my 2026 reading journal. Right? There's nothing really to update in the Buzzwordathon, nor in the TBR book recommends. I finished my Read the Rainbow challenge a while back. Nothing else for my TBR jar. Nothing else here for the booktube. Did not finish reading any of those. Did not finish any of these either, nor these. So nothing to update here. Didn't get to read any of these for the blurb game. We are going to go ahead and update the years of publication, which I think will be difficult because these are all new releases. So I'm going to have to add a bunch of stuff down here. We'll see how this goes. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add the years of publication for these books, and then I'll go ahead and bring you back. All right, guys, so I went ahead and updated these last over here and had to add 2 dates over here. So as you guys, if you've been following my setup and my thinking through of things, I do want to continue tracking my dates of publication, but I want another method because I felt like all of these were repeats I had to add afterwards, and it was because I had so many that were already featured here. So many dates that I never read from, and then so many duplicates, 24, 24, 24, 24, 24, 24, 25, 25, 24, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 24, 24, 24. So a lot of brand new releases, a lot of 2024 releases, very few of anything else. So I'm going to be changing that for next year. Not sure exactly how I'm going to do that, but I will be doing it. So let's just leave it at that. Nothing to update here. We might have a few things to update. No, we don't. None of these were Kindle Unlimited. Okay, nothing to update here or here. Nothing to add here. Nothing to add here. Nothing to add here. So 5-star reads, I do have a couple things that I need to add. So Cycle of the Werewolf was from last month. It had taken me a minute to print these out. I still need to print like 1 or 2 more. And I did have 2 5-star reads this month. Death Comes at Christmas Time and Lord of the Flies. These were my 2 5-star reads. So I do have to print those 2 out. So I'm going to go ahead and start. What I'd like to do is make a little list of what I have to print. And then just accumulate it because I am printing 4 at a time. So I need to kind of combine them a bit. So Lord of the Flies, I have to print. And Death Comes at Christmas. Okay, so I'm going to keep a running list of what I have to print. All right, so I can print in bulk. So Cycle of the Werewolf, it was pending here. And I did print this out when I printed some other stuff for one of the setup videos. And so I'm adding that right over here. And let me go ahead and erase that. Beautiful. I need another Cycle of the Werewolf. I have run out. So I'll get one more of those. My favorite book of this month was Death Comes at Christmas Time. So now I need one more of this. My favorite book of these three ended up being Grady Jones. So I need to print out a Grady Jones to put right here. And then between You're Fatally Invited and, well, no. Then between Tomorrow, Tomorrow, and Tomorrow and Grady Jones, it's Tomorrow, Tomorrow, and Tomorrow. So I need a Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. And then between these two, it's You're Fatally Invited. So I need one of those. Okay. So my top 10 books of the year. I did do a video on this already. It's up on my channel. If you haven't watched that, you should, so that you see all the books that I fell in love with this month. And I do have a list here, and I will be printing these as well. So I think it's going to be printing time pretty soon. Let's continue walking through this to see. So let's go to December. All right. Okay. This should not be The Perfect Child. This is supposed to be The Perfect Son. Not sure what that's all about. Okay, so let me go ahead and change that for 1 second now that I noticed a mistake. Okay. So I said I wanted to read 11/22/63 in December. I am almost done with it. Haven't finished yet. I did finish Blood on Her Tongue. I did not get to Pride and Prejudice. And I did not get to finish The Perfect Son, although I have finished it as of the filming of this video. I finished it on the second day of the year. So let me go ahead and add everything else. Death Comes at Christmas. Lord of the Flies. I'll Be Alone for Christmas. The Christmas Appeal. You'll notice I did read a lot of Christmas books. I do have a vlog up on my channel where I recorded that reading experience, so you should watch that video if you haven't already. Lots of Christmas footage there and lots of celebrations and traveling during the Christmas time. So it was a fun vlog to record. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and I already had Blood on Her Tongue. Oh my goodness. You guys, sometimes I wonder, like, are you guys, like, you know, while you're watching this saying, Isabel, you already have that. What are you doing? Because that's totally what I imagine you guys doing when I make a blunder. Okay. So let's see if we got a bingo. So a book that is part of a trilogy. That would be no. A book that is set during the holiday season. Yes, please, times 3. So I can put any of those 3. A book you pre-ordered. That would be a no. I didn't pre-order any of those. A book with a white or silver cover. A book with a white or silver cover. I don't know if this counts. Maybe. Not really sure. A book with a snow or ice in the title. Nope. A book from a genre you normally don't read. Not really. A children's book. The Lord of the Flies graphic novel is not a children's book. A book that brings you comfort. Can't say that. Wow, guys, this might be the only month I don't get a bingo. Let's try again. Okay, so part of a trilogy, no. A book that is set during the holiday season, all three of them. So yes, this would be a yes. The white and silver cover, ice. A book that brings me comfort, children, no. So I'm just going to fill out whatever we have. I'll be alone for Christmas. And then, yeah, that's pretty much all I have. That's pretty much all I have. So no bingo for December. What a bummer. All right, so now let's go ahead and put in our numbers for the month of December. I'll get that purple pen in a little bit to add December onto there. For now, I will do the rest. So I read a total of 1,461 pages. I read a total of 5 books. How many were novels? This is a novella. 1 novel. 1 novel. 2 novellas. 1 manga. And 1 collection of short stories. My average rating for the month was 4.2, pretty high. New to me authors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 actually. Familiar authors, 0. New releases, don't think any of those were new releases. Right? Was this a 2025? Nope. Okay, so none of them were new releases. None of them were on my Kindle. Audiobook. Fully audio, no. Tandem audio, yes. So fully audio is 0. A combo read was 1, Blood on Her Tongue. And then purely physical were 4 of them. Okay, perfect. So there go my stats. I do have to fill that in when I get that pen. And let's see if there's anything else to update here. The regular bingo, a book with over 600 pages, I don't have. A book with more than 2 authors, 2 editors. So I'm going to go ahead and scratch this off and put editors. And I'm going to add this. Let me change pens. So this is going to be number 20 for the book bingo. And it's going to be Death Comes at Christmas. Perfect. Did that give me a bingo? Not sure. Okay. A book that has been banned, Newbery Award winner, written by a celebrity. Okay, that's pretty much it. So we're officially done with the book bingo because it's the last month of the year. So let's see how many times we got bingo. So we didn't get it like this because we're missing this. We did get it like this. We did not get it like this. We did not get it like this. We did get it like this. So there's 2 bingos. Did we get it like this? Yes, we did. Did we get it like this? Yes, we did. Did we get it like this? Yes, we did. Did we get it like this? No. 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 Okay, so I think that's pretty much it. So we got bingo 1, 2, 3, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. So I think we got a total of 5 bingos for this one. This was great. Pretty good stuff. Roll your read. Didn't get to read that. This is done. Didn't add anything to these. Did not add to these or these. Or these. Didn't read that. Didn't read that. Summer Ween came and went. Actually getting ready for Winter Ween. We Love You Bunny. I need to print out. That's the only thing that's over 400 pages. I did read Blood on Her Tongue, so I'm going to go ahead and update this to 4 stars. And this is for Jen's book club, Literary Love. That's Jen from Literary Love 123. Not following her? Then you should. Give her a follow. She has good content. All right, so nothing else here. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to go ahead and begin printing a lot of the things that we have to print. I'm going to go ahead and start doing that. I will, of course, fast forward you through this entire process, as this does take a little bit, but you'll get to see me using my Canon Ivy, and I think it'll be fun. So again, that is how I print all my little book covers out. I have shown this before on various videos. If you have not seen me print these out and you want me to do like a more in-depth video, I can do that. I have just used this in my journaling videos, so that's how I have done it before. But you know, if you want me to do a more in-depth video just showing you how to do all of this, please let me know and I will do that. Okay, so we're going to select more photos. I'm going to go ahead and select these that I added recently, and then we'll get started. So again, let me know in the comments down below if you'd like a tutorial on these, but I'm going to go ahead and begin printing, and I'll fast forward you through this part. All right, guys, so we're back from printing. Hope you enjoyed that. Printing in batches is something that I recommend because you want to make the most of your little papers. You don't really want to spend like, you know, empty spots and just print like one little one. I usually save them. That's why a lot of times you'll see me like not put one or set one up or just write the title down of what I need to put there and just wait until I have to print more in bulk, simply because I'm trying to save on my little sticker papers, because I do like to make the most of them and, you know, print 4 per page. So the only real way for me to do that is by printing in bulk. So I sometimes purposefully wait for that. All right, so I'm trying to see where we need to add a few things. Let's see. I want to make sure I don't skip anything. Okay, so my 2 5-star reads for this month were Death Comes at Night and my Lord of the Flies graphic novel. So I am going to be able to fit this one in. I'm actually going to put the Lord of the Flies one because the last book I read this year was the short story collection of Christmas stories. And then this one will be all by itself on this spread. And this year on my 2026 reading journal, I went ahead and included 2 spreads as well. Not sure if I'll be able to complete them. I basically had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And 12 is 24, 25 5-star reads. That's not bad. We'll look more into that when I do my end of year flip through and all of that. So let's do December here. These were my monthly favorites. Again, my favorite of the month was Death at Christmas Time. Death at Christmas. I keep changing the name of that book. All right. There we have it. New month, new favorite is completed. Then we have to put Cycle of the Werewolf, which I still had to print one more of it, as my favorite for November. And then my favorite for December. Oh man, I'm going to be missing one. I'm missing another one. So when this happens, again, it happens often. So now I just need to write a little note that I still need another Death Comes at Christmas. Okay. So I went ahead and wrote that. Then my favorite of these 3 was Grady Jones. I will go ahead and put that here. And then I'm going to do some erasing and more erasing over here. I'm going to label this quarter 4. Get my black pen. Quarter 4, and then the semifinalists between these 2 definitely is tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. So I will be putting that right here. And then my favorite, the winner of 2025 and my favorite book of last year is You Are Fatally Invited. So let me do some preliminary erasing. Once I do my last flip through and tally everything, I will draw out this a little bit better and kind of finalize everything. This is my December update, not necessarily my overall end of year update. So we're going to put our top 10 books here. So let's go ahead and do in 10th place, let me go ahead and get my pen. So in 10th place was This Is a Love Story. So we're going to go ahead and put that right here. Then in 9th place, we have Bloom. Then in 8th place, we have Culpability. Then in 7th place, we have The Nightingale, which I did not get to print. So I'm going to go ahead and add The Nightingale. Okay. And I'm going to leave a spot here for The Nightingale. Perfect. Then we're going to move on to 6th place. And in 6th place, we have Grady Jones. So that's going to go right here. Then we have 5th place. Oh, 5th place is Five Little Pigs. Love it. So 5th place is going to be Five Little Pigs. Then we have 4th place, which is The Test. Then we have 3rd place, which is Behind Her Eyes. Then we have 2nd place, which is Tomorrow, Tomorrow, and Tomorrow, which I am also missing. Okay, so far I need to print 3. Let me save the space for Tomorrow, Tomorrow, and Tomorrow. And then we have 1st place, which is You Are Fatally Invited. All right, so I'm missing these 2, and then I'll do some overview here in this empty space when I'm ready to wrap things up. And let's see what else. These are the months. Don't think I need to add anything to there. Nothing here. Do I have a nightingale here? No, I do not. Do need to update my buddy reads. I'll do that for the ending. We Love You, Bonnie goes here because it was over 400 pages. And this was not great. I believe I gave this 2.5 stars, maybe. So, not great at all. And that's pretty much it. So, this has been the update for the month of December. We will see this notebook probably one more time in the channel when I do my final going over all my challenges, making any last minute tallies. And that's as far as flipping through this one and all of that, because I'm still going to continue using this and referencing this as I continue moving into my 2026 reading journal. Yes, 2026 has started. No, I am not done setting up my 2026 reading journal, and that's okay. And I hope that makes you feel better, because, you know, if you still haven't started it, if you think you want to do this, but you haven't committed to the idea yet, just do it. You know, it's never too late to start. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for doing my December update with me. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. I will link down below some useful videos. There is an entire reading journal playlist that is up on my channel. I have lots of flip throughs through my sticker books and unboxings of Archer and Olive products and Wrong products. So feel free to take a look at those if that interests you. And yeah, let me know in the comments down below how your month of December went and how you are dealing with separation from your 2025 reading journal as you get started on your new one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I look forward to talking to you in my next video. Have a good one, guys. Bye.